Good day, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Tenant here on our beautiful channel, the Gaming Indie Games. And thank you so much for each and every single one of you for coming to join us today. If you're not already done so, please do give us a lovely subscribe, turn on the notification bell down below so you can be notified when we upload a brand new video. And also, please do actually support our other channel, which is the I20, where we play Minecraft. Also, you can actually follow us on all our social media. All the links are down below into the description box. So, yet again, thank you so much for your beautiful and amazing support to each and every single one of you. So, in this episode right here today, we have actually started just a little bit early today with this because we have some cultures to deal with. So, literally today we are going to be trying to gain some extra pennies in as much as possible so we can then buy our next property. Now we do need to do to achieve a total of 15 job ratings. So how we do that is practically to deal with these here. So in the last episode we did have the Lake 1 Elite contract, so we are going to be accepting that. That is near enough 4,000 in income wise, which is perfectly fine. And this is what we're going to be doing today. So we are just going to very quickly pop round, give these here a quick clean and get these sorted out. So if you are not already done so, please do actually go over to our Twitch account where we do a live feed literally about 5 days a week. Sometimes we do actually go into a bit of a vacation mode because we're actually quite busy doing like other little projects as well, including our big project what we are aiming for in October, and there will be more information coming along all the time for that. You can also find on our channel as well is all our little shorts. So please do actually support us with them as well and give them a quick watch and give us a beautiful subscribe. Now with this one here we need to place in total of a 4 seller hammocks. So this is what we're going to do. So I quite like to just place them in, get the job done quickly. You can actually spend more time in making it look prettier, to make it look nicer. So just to get these here done quickly, so we can actually get the money in, so we can go ahead and get our little property, our next property sorted. So I just normally fly through everything what I'm needing to fly through with. You can actually make it look a bit more nicer if you are wanting to, but I just do the normal minimal amount for these quick jobs because it is just a quick little thing for us to do. Now while they're doing that there, we are just going to accept our next little thing there, which is our babysitting job. And what the babysitting jobs are, that is where we go ahead and support like other property owners and like estate agents type things to look after the properties and their tenants. So that's what we're actually doing there very quickly. So in this one here is pretty much like a sofa, a little kitchen, a TV, and some other bits and bats as well in this one here. So like I said, we do try and we are trying to figure out the best times and how many videos we can actually upload every single week on like certain days and things like that. So it is more like the case of that. It is going to take us a bit of time, like I said, on that to try and figure out the upload schedule. Actually for our videos and for our content for this channel. So normally on our other channel, which is the I20 channel, which is our Minecraft channel, we always try and aim for a basis of we upload a main a game on the Wednesday, with then a how-to guide then on the Saturday. So we normally try and tend to do 2 uploads every single week on that channel. So that will actually then allow us to do everything what we are actually needing to do as well. So this is just something what I always like and to try and prefer to do as much as possible. Now, of course, in that we are on like a little bit of a budget, and that's perfectly fine. I am going to be chucking up a big TV here, and we're then going to chuck in a couch as well. So we're actually going with a nice big couch here. So let's just move this sound chair out of the way here and turn this around to here. Then here we're then just going to then place 2 little armchairs. So we're actually going to be getting a smaller armchair because we can, and it looks like something different, and which we always kind of like want to try and do. So we've got the TV up on there anyway, which is perfectly fine. And we then just chuck on here some wall decorations. We don't actually really need a bathroom for in here. It's just one of those things. And then we can then just place a little chest there, get our wall cabinet, which we need in. So we just chuck that up onto there. Flooring. And boom. So anything with like a star, right? That's what they're kind of like looking for. So we can just really stick to that basis with that, and that is perfectly fine. You can get away with doing yet again for basic stuff. And we're then just going to take a quick babysitting job there as well, just because we can. And then what we're then going to do is we're going to go back onto our boring lane. Which is kind of a bit of a weird name, but we can actually change that as well. So we do actually want to try and gather up as much money as we possibly can, but we're really needing to do these here because it's just something of that nature. Now, oh yes, we need to sort that out. I actually forgot about that. So to get onto the screen here, we actually need to come up into here, up into the money sign here, and click pay automatically to pay all the bills. And of course, she's a little bit behind by 545 in-game dollars. So we just need to give a little warning. Leave that for like a few days so that you can get a bit more like aggressive and get your money off them, which is perfectly fine. So that's fine. So she's saying that she's got no money. So after like a few days, you can actually demand money, and then eventually you can then terminate the agreement because they're actually in debt, which is perfectly fine as well. So we have got a couple of babysitting jobs literally going on. So we then just sending to here very quickly, which is for $21.98, and it came off this babysitting job here as well. So out of 4,200, we've just got over 2,000 left over. So that is pretty much what's going to be happening anyway on this episode. So literally as well, we do have a TikTok. So we will be uploading little videos onto TikTok as well, and that is actually our main company one. So that will actually now deal with both channels. So from anything from our indie games, all the way through to our Minecraft part, and we've got a bit of the earthquake, which is kind of a bit weird. So we need to send our uncle in to fix up all these cracks. So that's what we are going to do right now. Actually, 350. Let's get a professional in to deal with that. And let's just do this one here as well, because we need him to do that, which was from this little babysitting job here. And then we then just take these off and get these sorted out, and let's get this other one here done as well. So on each one of these babysitting jobs, you actually get so many days to actually look after the tenants. So you are literally like the glorified babysitter for everything. So that's what we're actually going to be doing there as much as possible. Now, the weird thing is I'm actually recording this while we're having a bit of a heat wave in the UK. So it's actually really quite hot in the studio, which is it's not very comfortable even with the fan going, but the fan actually makes some too much noise actually for the recordings, so we can't really do nothing much about that. So we've got all the little building works all done. So these here are going to get reviewed. This one here is going to get reviewed. Let's now have a look at this one here. So let's demand payment. And how we actually demand payment, I'm actually going to show you the message actually sent out. Here we go. Yes, let's send in a pro very quickly. Here we go. Pay your goddamn rent. And that normally works. That does, which is actually quite funny. Ideally, you don't want to be doing that very often, I can tell you. It is better than trying to give them reminders all the time and things like that. But we can actually, if we wanted to, come straight in, eventually terminate the agreement, because there was actually in arrears. But thankfully, our agreement is actually coming up for review. So we can actually now think about adding some extra bits and bats in, which is perfect. Now we're needing to do 3 babysitting jobs, and this is what we're now going to do. So we're going to do this one here very quickly, and we can then do maybe that kind of one of these here, which is to find a tenant for someone, and that's perfectly fine. And this one here, that's okay. So we can actually start investing some of this 17,000 and enough 18,000 into this here, get this looking decent, okay, like a brand new toilet, a brand new sink, some more better decor, because we haven't got wallpaper or flooring down everywhere, a proper seat area, a decent fridge. So we are going to terminate the contract at the end, so we're not actually dealing with a bit of extension on that. Deal with that so we can actually get more money in, because currently right now we're actually getting in of 2180 and we're actually making around about 12,000, so 1200 even. I can't read today. So that's what we're going to do. Or we can actually just break the agreement if we really wanted to. I probably would just do that anyway, because it's only like $500 and odd dollars anyway. So I'll probably just deal with that anyway, because that's just something I'm like, and I don't want to be waiting for this one here and that to finish off and stuff like that. So we're just needing to go into the next day. Yeah, so they're definitely coming up to the end of their agreement, so we can actually just cancel the agreement eventually. So we're just needing to work through there as much as possible. So what's happening actually within the business at this moment of time, because both YouTube channels, the Twitch account and the TikTok and all that is all actually part of a larger business plan what we've actually got. So we are actually looking at trying to get as much done as we possibly can do. and that's what we're actually trying to do. And of course, if you hear background noise, I do actually live near the main road, and it does get quite noisy actually with the windows open, and I can't really close the windows because it's too warm. And so we definitely wanting to do this anyway. So what we're doing as a company is we are actually trying to build up all our subscriber base, build up all our view count bases here on YouTube, and that's what we're going to do. And that's actually on both channels as well. So when we do that on both channels, we then aiming to do anything as possible what we can do. So we are going to do literally anything we can. For some reason it's not allowing me to cancel this here, and that's fine. So let's just bring it forward by one more so we can get that done, because I do want to get this here sorted. Oh, and we got a elite job. Let's have a look here. A total makeover 75,000. I know what is actually needed in that. Yeah, so let's send in a pro. So this big job here is actually quite a big job, and it is a really big job. We could actually accept it. Actually, yeah, let's accept that. Get that sorted. Pop into here. Right, okay then. So we're going to pop over here straight away, and this is quite a big job. This is it's that massive. You can actually get over and done with quite quickly. What I would also advise you to do as well, if you're actually going to play this game, is to get what you can, place it into a storage, so then if you are needing money for like your normal builds, or if you're needing something specific and you haven't got enough cash and it's in one of your own properties, you can actually sell the items for that, or actually place it into your bigger builds and use that as an extra boost for the quality of the place. So that is the entire point of that. Okay, so we got these here. That's fine. That's fine. Now the only problem is we can't actually speed this section up. I wish we could, but we just physically can't, and that is actually quite the upsetting thing about this. So we're just going to go around. Actually, let's salvage all these here. Let's place these into our storage, which will come up here, and then we can then save these for some other time. So we could actually place it into our current property, sell everything and that to get that extra money in. And that's what we're probably just going to do anyway. So in here we do actually need to have a booze area, and that for making a illegal substance area, a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, a security room with this as well. And that is what we're going to do pretty much anyway. So we're just going to take these here, so we can save it for like other properties now. And you do normally start off with like 11 days. I've actually spent like 2 days getting all this done up to this point, but it won't take long actually to finish it all anyway. So we've got all these here. It comes up with a price down at the bottom to how much they're worth, and that's perfectly fine, especially when we are trying to boost up money what we've got to work with. And that's the whole reason why I'm actually doing it like this. It's just that we can get that extra money in to work on things. Now we have got 75,000 there, and that's what we're going to be trying to work at. Right, so we're going to exit. We've got 56,000. I think our cheapest property is actually around about 100 and odd thousand or something daft like that. So yeah, so that's what we're definitely going to be doing. So we've got a manufacturing room, a brewery, a bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a security room, and a living room. Now, what I like to try and do here is with this amount, I like to place, first of all, is our manufacturing hall. So we're going to be placing our manufacturing hall here. This is just something what I like to do, and personally, now everybody does play it separately and differently, and that's perfectly fine. You don't always have to do it in a certain way. I just feel like doing it this way is actually a lot more nicer. And it's literally out of the way then first, because it can be quite annoying sometimes, especially when you are trying to get stuff actually done properly. And this is the substances what I was on about. So we're then just going to place these onto here, just like that. And we're not going to deal with the flooring just yet, but we are going to then go into a brewery. We're going to grab our brewing tanks very shortly. So what we're going to do here, we're going to place these here, place a little wall here, then place 2 doors, just like this. And then we're then going to come down to our brewing kettles, and we're then going to place 2. We're then going to get a table, and we're then just going to place that there, and get a chair. And then we need in 3 barrels. So I'm going to go on 1, 2, and 3. And we can then do the floor, which is then going to be stone. It's a stiff shift and click. That's going to be the best way for that. So that's the brewery done. That's that. So then for floors, we are going to go with this here. We're going to go with this one here with a star on it. And voila, that is then that room there kind of complete. Here we're actually going to be placing our bedroom into this section here. So in our bedroom we're needing a double bed. So we're then just going to turn that around like so. Okay, and we're then needing then a easel. Okay, which is perfectly fine. We're then needing a desk. So I'm going to opt in for this cheap looking desk here. So we can actually place the wall there as well, so that's perfectly fine. So we're then going to get a desk chair. We're then going to get a laptop, because that's actually quite important. And we're then needing a TV. So we're going to place the TV there, near the bed. Then we're needing a piano. So our piano can go here, like this. Then we're then going to get our walls in, just like this. Right, perfect area for it. And boom, just like that. And then hardwood flooring. Okay, and we're then going to go with this one here, which I had the star on. We go with this one here because it looks a bit more fancier. So that's that there, and we're now needing to sort out the bathroom and then the kitchen. Now we've got a plenty of area here, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is we're now going to go into our bathroom. Okay, and we're then going to grab a bathtub, quite a big bathtub actually, a shower cubicle. We're then going to place that into the corner here. Then we're needing a toilet, and we're then just going to place this into here like this. We're then needing a bathroom sink. Okay, and we're then needing a wash machine. And then we're then just going to spin that around, just like that. Okay, and we're then needing toilet paper, because every bathroom needs a toilet paper. Every bathroom needs some bog roll. And then we got a toilet brush, and then we got our flooring to do. So what we're then going to do here is, so this is actually quite a big bathroom, and which is perfectly fine. We don't mind having big bathrooms. And then here we can actually place our security office here, which is quite important. Okay, and we're then just going to have like an extra little bit there as well. So a bathroom, we're needing some out for tiling, and then some out for walls. So that's that there done. Then for security room, we're then going to have 2 monitors. Sometimes what you've just seen there, and that with these 2 here, that does happen sometimes, and I don't know why. So yeah, so literally we're going to place this here, place this here. So this here right is fine. This can end, what I care of, because we're wanting to try and get that sorted out anyway, but we're needing to make some extra money anyway. So then we're going to then have a TV, and this TV is then going to go on this wall here. Okay, and we're then going to then have 2 office desks. Okay, and we're then just going to opt in for this one here, because this is a bit more better. So we're going to have one there, and then we're going to have one there, and we're then going to have 2 chairs, one there and one there, with a DVD player, there, and we're then going to have 2 PCs. Now I would have opted in for the bigger PCs, but I didn't want to, because it's like, it's not really massively important to have all the big TVs wise. And we then got a server. Then we're going to go with the aluminum, and then the wall colouring just to match. Okay, and that's that room there then completed. We're now needing to do the kitchen. So the kitchen is quite a simple one to do. So the kitchen, we are then just going to build very quickly over to here. We're then going to build the door there, bring this round, and we're now just needing some basic items into here. Nothing too major. Opting for the cheap stuff, like I'm doing here right now, because we're needing to have all the other little bits as well. So let's just get this double one here. Kitchen equipment. Oh, well, that's new. Oh, that's new. You don't normally get that straight away. Okay, get that in. Get the grey walls in. Perfect. And now for the living room, we are going to go straight in for the ground, and for the walls, let's do the floors. We're then going to have a poker table, but I'm actually going to place 2 poker tables in. We're then going to have 2 roulette tables, just because we can, and it looks awesome that way. We're then going to have 2 billiards. Now we've actually placed one of these billiards into our area anyway, so that is perfectly fine. And then we then just place that up there. We're now needing a table with a chair, with some chairs around it. So we're going to opt in for these chairs. Okay, just like that. And we're actually just going to move this one over to here. We're then needing a DVD player. We're then needing a painting, so we can just place paintings onto the walls. We're then needing a rug, so we can place a nice rug there. We needing a lamp. Okay, and what else do we need? Oh, nothing else on that one. And now we're needing 3 security cameras. Now, I like to place the security cameras looking down at the games here. Because that's just something what I like to do. Okay, and now what we can do now is to place doors into each one of these here, because we're needing doors. There we go, and then we've got a door here and a door here, and then we're then just going to finish that off then by delivering the job. Now, it doesn't really matter if it looks massively important and that kind of thing, so let's just get someone sent over to there. With you we can do this here, and we're just going to cancel release extension because we're wanting to do improvements on this here, because that's quite important for us. So as soon as they've gone, we can then get that thing done. So I do want to try and get this here done on this episode, but actually we're coming up to the end of our little time for this episode right now, so we will be seeing you on the next episode. So as always from myself, please do subscribe to our channel and also to our other channel. All the links will be provided down into the description box below. Turn on the notification bell so you can be then notified when we upload a brand new video. And as always, from myself to you lovely people, it's going to be a ciao ciao for now, and I'll see you all later.